Carl Lorenz.
Do I know you?
No. But I know you.
Yeah? Then what can I do for you?
My name is Daniel Cruz, and I'm the creative director for Sprint. It's nice to put a face to one of our rivals.
It's nice to meet you too. I would introduce myself, but it seems you're already familiar with me and my work.
I am. How's business?
It's alright, this quarter isn't going how we planned, nor this year for that matter.
I know. Verizon's fallen off lately. Anyways, I wanted to know what your big game plan was for the big game, the Super Bowl. It's going to be here before we know it, and honestly, advertising fills up faster than you can blink.
That's true. Unfortunately, I'm not really comfortable sharing my business strategies with one of our main competitors.
Carl, come on. We're just talking here. Would you hear me out?
I'm listening.
Last year during the Super Bowl, we got burned. Bad. And if you don't listen to me right now, the same will happen to you.
What are you getting at? If you're trying to make moves for me, it's not going to work. We're set at what we're doing for the Super Bowl.
Listen, the pricing for Super Bowl advertisements have never been higher. And yet the amount of people tuning into the Super Bowl have never been lower. The players on the field are just getting richer and richer and richer. But us, the players off the field, have never gotten burned so bad. Last year's profits for us were minuscule. And this year I fear we would actually lose money. And I know, with the kind of year Verizon's been having, the ice cannot get much thinner. I know we won't be advertising this year, and I suggest that you don't either.
There's something that just makes me believe you. I don't know if it's your persuasion skills or something else. I'm a big football guy, and I got to admit that both viewership and attendance to the NFL has dropped substantially.
Exactly, and that's my point. Here, let me show you what the media wants us to believe. You see, they have us believing that even if we both advertise as competitors, that we will be swimming in money. When in reality, they're going to be the ones putting the meat on the table, and we're going to be the ones left to scavenge.
Okay, Daniel, I got to admit, I'm impressed. I know we can't afford another hit, especially after one of our worst years in the history of this business. I'm going to tell the partners what you told me.
Excellent. You must really let them know that it's life or death for your company, okay?
Yeah, after what you told me, I don't think we'll be advertising.
Excellent.
I have to go, Daniel, but I have to say, thanks for letting me know.
Thank you for listening.
This was an example of game theory. Game theory is the study of situations in which the outcomes depend jointly on the actions of each of the participants. There are three parts to game theory: the players, the strategies, and the payoff matrix. Carl and I were the players. The strategy I used was persuasion and lying. I lied because the payoff matrix will be so much greater for me and Sprint if Carl and Verizon don't advertise through one of the biggest platforms, the Super Bowl. Here, let me show you what I showed him. These are the possible outcomes. There are 4 different payoff matrices depending on how the collusion went. Again, we don't want Verizon to advertise so we can maximize our profits. This is an example of a sequential game because player A, Sprint, and I will be making moves before player B, Verizon, and Carl will not be able to catch on until it is too late. Another example would be simultaneous game to where the same thing would basically happen, but we actually told Carl and Verizon what we were up to. And honestly, why would we want to do that? That would just mean less money for us.